down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Rolling to his right. Inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. First and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb. As he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now. Second and goal. Chubb again. He will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, so that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Watson. So they have to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they get him down past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and up on the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ritter to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I think Gross there, he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's 3rd down at 4. Back to throw, Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete. It's out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this with a cross for 35 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to the ground with Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Ritter from the gun. Throwing that shot, taken in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Credit the tackle to Ron Thornhill.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Patterson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll pitch it to Robinson. He's going to go about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
Desmond Ritter scoring on the sneak for a yard out. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. extra point by Drew up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Graham. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Drive about to get started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football CD and then they tried to go for it on 4th down and didn't convert. Probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson up the middle. Short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koromoa, on the tackle. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry. He'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Rolling to his left. On the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in here and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
He makes it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Vikings get there for the snap. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it, and what's where the yardage gained on the last snap.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson's throwing over the hands of Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run the jump. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Faking the give. Now Watson. He continues, tries to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to...
Is complete on the diving effort. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. So it looks like it's got some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's intercepted. A drive killer there. The Falcons force the turnover. Take it out there on 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Short throw, caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And the time offense continues. Here's another interception. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get back into this game.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. His kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? Praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know, the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ritter now on second down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Let's throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Ritter. Took a shot, couldn't connect. What a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. He's going to get 4 misses. He's down the 10-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, here's Chubb again. They'll take this in the 9, they're back to 7.
Well, I got the big guy there showing some agility. He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Here's Thomas taken. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have taken the lead here this third quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, nothing like an analytics call, they certainly felt like, hey, I bet we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Well, this is intercepted. They're getting ready for the 3rd time. Good talking to Greg Newsom, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Here's Chubb on the read option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down the line of scrimmage. 6 now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Ritter back to throw. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They're going to look to throw. His pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked up by Madden. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, his team with Dave Roberts in the air, it's got to be mad. And that turned out to be true.
And now they're in the hurry up. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, Watson hook it up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Watson, off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Benjamin Trump. The Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Working from the gun, Ritter. Flush to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Ritter fires quickly on line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Ritter to throw it. Can't escape, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to the inside. They got him again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. The Browns are going to take over at their own 41. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to be even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
He'll take it inside the 25. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a minute.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guy's going
They'll give it to Chubb. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what? It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. Jet sweep to start the drive. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Ritter wants to throw it. Completes this to Jefferson. And the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they go with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Ritter.
Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now Ritter. Open man's got Jefferson across the formation. And this one early down inside the 20. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Ritter. Eluding the pressure right.
Excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
This is 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Texas defense has a touchdown. Kicking for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Pass complete to Bell. On the move past the 30. He will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Here's Watson. left to go. Here's second down. To throw, Watson. It'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jesse Bates. Near the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now one final throw here is incomplete. Victories on this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
As they would if they tried to